Hi guys, Nick Armenis here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up all the accounts you need to get started advertising on Google. This includes your Google Ads account, your Merchant Center, your analytics, and tying all of those together. So it's a vital video to get started, so make sure you watch right till the end. In this video, I'm going to talk you through how to set up all the accounts you need to get started with Google Shopping. Okay, so guys, there are 4 accounts you need to set up. Your Google account, which if you have a Gmail address or any Google product, you will already have. A Google Ad account, a Google Analytics account, and a Google Merchant Center account. I'm going to now show you how to set all of these up properly to get started. Okay, so if you just Google account, you'll be brought to this page. So as I said, if you've already got a Gmail account, you don't need to do this. You can just use that account to sign up to the other ones, okay? So create an account and I'll quickly fill these in, create it, and we can go from there. So you'll then come to a privacy page, agree, and you've created your Google account, guys. So just make sure you save this email because we're going to be using this for all the other things, right? So just use the same email across the board. So get started. If you go Google Ads, you're going to be brought to that page I just had. Click Get Started. Now, I want you to switch to expert mode here. Don't go through this method here. Click switch to expert mode. If you get lost along the way, guys, all you're going to have to do is make sure you create a campaign if you do the other step, and then just turn it off, okay? And so here we're going to create an account down the bottom here. People always miss this. Create an account without a campaign, okay? You can set your country, time zone, and the billing currency. Click submit. And we've now got an account, guys. Let's just keep that there, ready to go. So just in case we forget anything, we can come back into it, okay? And it's up and ready. If you want to have a look at it, click Explore Account. So let's use that email and let's create a Google Analytics account. Enter the password. Click Start Measuring. Use your store name here. So let's just go Test Store. Next. Leave it as web. Next. Then just grab the URL here that you're going to use. I just click other here. Your time zone again, which is important. Just accept the privacy and terms. Dismiss this. And we've now created our analytics account. Let's now create the next account, the Merchant Center. I'm just getting all these set up for you guys because what I'll do is I'll actually need to link them all together in a moment. So I just want them all set up first, and then from there we can link them all together. Click Get Started here in the Google Merchant Center. So if you just Google that, you come to this Google Retail page, click Create an Account for Google Merchant Center. So we're just going Test Store Australia. Select your time zone. Click Shopify. Create your account. Now, there is a way where you can list your products straight away, guys. I'm going to show you a different method. It's the method I use, but there is a really quick way that you can actually just log in, go through Shopify, get all your products across. I'm going to show you the method I use. Please go ahead and use this method. It is very, very straightforward to set up, and you can actually get Shopify to help you as well. But I am going to go continue with Merchant Center and just set it up the way I have using the apps that I normally use because they give you greater control and they're better at managing the feed, especially if you have a big catalog. Okay, so we've now got a Google Merchant Center account. So in this next step, guys, let's add the Google Analytics tracking code to your Shopify store. Okay, so bring up your Shopify store. Okay, guys, so in this next step, please come to your Shopify store. And what we're going to want to do is we want to grab our analytics code and install it on our Shopify store. Okay, so that way we're going to be able to track visitors and then send that info to your Google Ads, your analytics account, and then link all the two with the Merchant Center as well. So to do this, go into Google Analytics. Now what we want to do is we want to grab this tracking code here, right? We want to go over to our Shopify store. We want to go Actions on the Themes page under Online Store. We want to click Edit code. Then we want to go and find the theme liquid file. Okay, so that's the theme liquid. And right underneath the head section, put a space. You're going to install this global site tag that we just did. And what we're going to do is we're going to click save. Okay, so now that this is saved, this will start sending information back to Google Analytics. Now in the next step, we're going to start linking some more things together. So let's set up Google Analytics correctly. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to set up Google Ads and link it to Google Analytics. And then we're also going to link the Merchant Center to our Google Ad account. So we're in here, right? Let's link our Google Ads account. Tick this. So we're under property in our settings. So in admin, property, product linking, Google Ads, click continue. Name the link, so just call it test store. Turn all website data on, and then let's link the account. This is the reason I say to use the same email. If you haven't used the same email, you won't be able to complete this step. Click done. So this is now going to allow us to import conversions into Google Ads, guys, okay? So in the next step, let's actually link our Google Merchant Center to our Google Analytics and our Google Ads account, okay? Under this banner here, let's go linked accounts. We're going to go Google Ads. And our Google Ads account, because we've used the same email, is already there. So let's just link that now. Now that is going to send a request over here in our Google Ad account. Let's refresh. We should get a request here saying to authorize this link. Here we go. Just in this bell icon right here. View the request. And then just click approve. Now the Merchant Center and Google Ads and Analytics are all linked together. So in this next step here, what we're going to do is let's click over to business information. And now you're going to want to fill all this out with your relevant business info, guys. You want your URL, email, phone number, and make sure all this information matches across the whole spectrum, right? So whatever in your Google Ads account, whatever in your analytics, everywhere you've got this information, make sure it matches, okay, guys? On your Shopify store, whatever details you have there, make sure this matches, all right? Because their bots crawl, and if they don't match, this is when you're going to have that untrustworthy ban. Up the top, let's go over to website. We're going to grab our Shopify store URL and put it in here. Just grab this here. Enter it there. Click save. Now, there's a few ways you can verify it, right? We've got a Google Analytics account, so let's just use that. Otherwise, what you can do is you can upload in that same theme liquid file a little link here that they'll give you. So they're the two different ways. Let's just use Google Analytics. So this is now being verified and claimed, guys, and you're good to go here. In the next video, I'll show you a bit more detail as to what we need to do to make sure that this is all squeaky clean and ready to go.